Once again, welcome back to the Gatekeepers TV. As usual, I'm your super host at Dennis Keton. Today, again, I have two guests with me from, of course, different teams. I'll give them a chance to introduce themselves and once again remind you from which team do they support in the Premier League, because today's show, it's a short show. We just want to give you our thoughts on the top 7, and in fact we will even be bold enough to mention whom we think will be winning the 2022-2023 Premier League trophy. So I'll start on my far left. I'll allow him to introduce yourself. It's not his first time to be on the show, but he'll just be introducing himself again. Let him tell you his name and the team that he supports.
Okay, once again, thank you for this chance. My name is Nelson, a Chelsea fan. I'm looking forward to this new season. I'm looking forward to see it as a unique season. I know we'll be having a World Cup in between the season, so we're expecting a kinda unique season. I'm gearing up to see the teams, and I know that after the successful transfer window for some teams, I know I'm anxious enough and curious again for it to begin. And as a Chelsea fan, I have mixed feelings in terms of our signings, in terms of the in terms of the aspiration that we have as in this season, and I'm looking forward to win this Premier League because it's been around 5 years since we last won it. So I'm treating it as a special. I'm prioritizing it way beyond the Champions League. So in a snippet of what I'm going to say, my top 7.
Before you say your top 7,
okay,
relax. I love the way you are saying that your team, which is Chelsea, it has taken them 5 years up to now, yeah. So as I go to my next guest, he will introduce himself and he will also be telling us it has taken them how many years before they last won this Premier League.
Okay, thank you so much for hosting me in this show. Kama kawaida ni Benito wa Arsenali, and what I'll try to say today, I know my wenzangu wenye wako kando ni watu wa team moja, they are Chelsea fans. We respect that so much. I'm also an Arsenal fan, and we've not won for a very long time, and I'll not put it like ni kitu inaniumaga sana. Mimi niko sawa tu na timu yangu vile iko, na hii season yenye tunaenda kuanza, this starting season, you'll see a lot of changes. Actually having Jesus and Mohammed on the same team, that is a blessed team. That is a team that has harmony. Fans watasikizana mzuri kutoka upande zote, na tutaendelea kusupport timu yetu ya Arsenal.
Okay, good. So while we were offset, Ben was saying that he's so glad that they defeated Chelsea 4-0. So what's your take on that game? What do you think? What went wrong on that specific game when Arsenal won 4-0 in this friendly?
Okay, thank you. It was an eye-opener for Chelsea. We've been performing badly. I remember the last time we had a bad pre-season was season 2015-2016, and we performed poorly that season. We treated pre-season like it was informally, and we saw the real results in that season now, in the season coming after. So I think after Arsenal hitting us, putting 4 past us, we are going to treat this the next matches seriously, and we are treating every Premier League match as a final. We want to take a Premier League. We want that Premier League as a holy grail. We are prioritizing Premier League over Champions League because recently we have won the Champions League. We now need to win the Premier League after a long time, that is 5 years. I think we have a decent squad that we are looking forward to build on, and I think we just need one defender, that is centre back, to assist Chaloba. In fact, to be specific, we need a right centre back, And then again, we need a central defensive midfielder to assist Kovacic and Kante. A more specific one, a defensive midfielder. And then again, I think we need a right-sided midfielder. But if we get a right-sided defensive midfielder and then a central defensive midfielder, we have academy to fill the gap. We have some 4 or 5 kids. That is Chaloba. That is Ampadu. We have Cowell. We have Gallagher. We have Armando Broja. And I'm looking forward to a positive season with Armando Broja. That is our underrated number 9. And I know that when it comes to young attacking talent in the big clubs, we have Haaland for Manchester City. That he is 23 years. We have Nunes at Liverpool. He is 22 years. We have Armando Broja, who's turning 21 years on November, I think. And I think this crop of young attackers need to prove themselves. And I'm hoping that Tuchel is going to give Armando Broja some minutes. And already he has adapted to the Premier League. So if he gets sufficient time, I'm satisfied that I'm assured that he is going to give us 15 plus goals for this season.
Nice. So that's well put. I don't know whether I should give you a right to reply.
Yes, I can reply to that. Yes, having players from different departments, let's say from the academy, those who are loaned, those players coming back to the team is always a big plus. But to Chelsea, that is not the big problem you have. Problem with Chelsea, first of all, is not even the gameplay. I think having the owner of the team leaving the team to other people to manage is also a big blow to the team. Maybe the chemistry has not gelled enough. So I'll say that is also affecting your team in one way or the other. But coming on the gameplay, they are still good. Only a few places to fill the gaps. And what I'll say, the coming season, Chelsea, I'm looking forward for 1, 2, 3 finish. I'll give it to there. But challenging on the Champions League, you'll just participate.
Just participate. So I'll still want you to hold this mic.
Yes.
I'll give you guys, both of you, less than 30 seconds. I want to hear your views on yesterday's Community Shield. In 30 seconds, summarize it as possible. Do you think Liverpool deserved it yesterday? And were you impressed with yesterday's match? 30 seconds.
Yes, those are two champions. It was a win for either team. So Liverpool taking it, I think it was just good.
What about you?
I think they are familiar foes. They know how to play against each other. Liverpool especially know how to go about attacking Manchester City. They can underwhelm against any other top team, but against Manchester City, they have a unique way of attacking them. And I think Manchester City are a slow starter when it comes to a season. They can be maybe 5 or 6 points after 5 games, but when we hit Christmas, they can be maybe 8 or 10 points above everyone. So let's watch out. But I'm not looking forward to them retaining the title, because they will be converting Premier League maybe into Serie A or Bundesliga, and I'm giving it up to newcomers, that is maybe Chelsea or Tottenham Hotspur. This season again, I'm going to say that is unique, because there is a new system, that is substitute system, that is being introduced, that is 5 subs. So the team with a complete squad will have an edge over others. Remember last season and previous seasons, we had 3 substitutes, but now season 2022-23, we are going to have 5 substitutes.
Perfect. So guys, I think that was so comprehensive. So now let's jump to it. Let's now do this. What we've been waiting for. So we all of us here, we are going to tell you our top 7, and I want you guys to be bold enough to put it in order of priority from who you think. First of all, I want us to group it like this. You'll be telling me who will be the champion, that is who will be number 1, then 2, 3, 4, of course those are the Champions League slots, then the Europa slots, and of course up to number 7. Is that okay? So who wants to start? Who is bold enough to start this in order of priority?
Okay.
Or should we toss a coin?
Let me commence.
Okay.
I know that as a Chelsea fan, I've watched Chelsea for a long time, and I know that when we do overwhelm when the expectations are low, and we do underwhelm when the expectations are very high. Beginning this season, expectations are very low, so we are going for this Premier League. I'm going for Chelsea, number 1. Number 2, I'm going for Tottenham Hotspur. And I'm adding, if they will drop out of Champions League group stages and not commence in the knockout stages, because I know that Antonio Conte is a specialist when it comes to winning the leagues, but he has some weaknesses in competition, that is Champions League, FA Cups, in the knockout competitions. If Tottenham drop out of the Champions League group stages, they will have a go at the Premier League. Number 3, that is familiar team, that is Manchester City. Number 4, I'm giving it to Liverpool. Number 5, I'm giving it to Arsenal. Number 6, I'm giving it to maybe a newcomer. I'm not sure. I'm not certain of which. But number 6, 7, I'm going for Leicester and West Ham.
Leicester and West Ham.
Yes.
Whoa! I'm surprised with you inserting Tottenham as number 2. But guys, that's your take. So Benito,
Yes.
you ready?
I'm ready.
Give us your list. Tupatie list yako tusikie.
List yangu kwanza, niko surprise sana Tottenham inafanya nini hapo. Kwanza number 1. I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'll not give it to Arsenal. The first position, I'm still giving it back to Man City. They'll take the league. The reason as to why I say this, there is a way Man City plays. They play different than any other team. They do what you don't expect when it's expected. Number 2, I'll give it to Arsenal. Reason being, this high time Arsenal qualifies for the Champions League, so giving them the position 2, they'll give Man City a very tight competition this season. So I'm placing them at number 2, because the gameplay you see at Man City was the gameplay that initiated by our coach Arteta. Guardiola only came to finish it. So actually what you're seeing Arsenal doing now, they're adapting to what Arteta did at Man City. So they'll give Man City a very tight competition this season. Also having a player from their side, he's bringing experience to our team. He's bringing Man City, actually the character of Man City in the attacking force is actually at Arsenal at the moment. So I'll give him at number 2. So number 3, I'll give it to Liverpool. They've been a team that has given us a rough time in the during these 3 to 4 seasons. So I'll say they are a little fatigued. Also having players transferred, players like Sadio Mane, who are tegemeo for that team, will also be a big blow, especially when they get injured. So I'll give it number 3. Number 4, I'll give it to Chelsea. Chelsea, they also have a consistency in Champions League, so they'll do all their best to be in the top 4. So I'll place them at number 4. Number 5, I'll give it to Manchester United. Reason being, I'll give it to Manchester. They are still a good team, but they don't have good coordination. Only if they get good coordination, they'll get to number 2 or 3. But since they don't have a good connection with each other, I'll give them at number 5. Number 6, there's a team we underrate so much, Aston Villa. It's also a very big team with the big players. Also, they've improved on their gameplay with the players they've signed. I'll say they'll give these other players a little competition, but I'll place them at number 6. Number 7, please give it to Tottenham. That's also another team that tries very hard to be with the tops, but when the leagues get to the end, they get a little injuries, and so I'll give them number 7.
Whoa. Guys, there you had it. Bold, 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 uncensored top 7 from my 2 guests. For me, I'll put it straight up, quick to you. You know me, I'm a straight shooter. Number 1, bro, I'm a Chelsea fan, but this time round, it's crazy. I'm going to turn the heat back to Liverpool. I'm still a believer that Man City are not going to convert Premier League to be a farmers league. So Liverpool will be number 1. Number 2 will be Chelsea. Number 3 will be Man City. Tuko pamoja?
Yes.
Then number 4, for some reasons, Arsenal have impressed me they have impressed me. Not unless
For some reason.
for some reasons. Yes. 4 goals, but now these are just friendlies. You guys are used to we were just giving
Yes,
you
they
a
are friendly, but what you should understand, when we are playing against Chelsea.
In fact, I've changed my mind. Number 4, Tottenham. Antonio Conte is Antonio Conte is not a guy to joke with. This guy is a tactician, as my friend said here. So number 5, I'll give it to Arsenal. Number 6, Leicester. And of course, number 7, guys, you will be surprised. I want to welcome the new boys, Nottingham Forest guys. These guys are back, and I know what they can do, and I know they're going to surprise us. Each and every season, we always have newcomers trying their best. When Wolves came, they finished number 8. So I feel like it's going to be a different season. So I'm going to insert Nottingham Forest there. So I feel that should be it. But before we finish, I'm going to give each one of them few minutes or few seconds to give us their parting shot. Then we end the show. It was nice having you guys, by the way. Sindo. So we started with you on the other side, so we can start with my Arsenal brother here.
Okay, thank you so much. As we look forward for another 2022-2023 Premier League, it's going to be a tough one. Also having World Cup coming, so we'll have many players try to impress their home coaches so that they may get a call up. So it's going to be a tight one. It's also going to have injuries, since when players play with a lot of agility, we get injuries through that. So we hope we are not going to have many injuries. We are going to have a injury free from the big teams, actually from the players who have come outside the league. Also adapting with the players. Also we'll see that the likes of Arsenal, they haven't signed much players from outside the league, so they're not going to have a very hard time with the coping up. Also having the players who are there, itakuwa sawa kabisa. So Kenya, mimi ningesema I don't see Arsenal winning the league, but at least we are going to be somewhere. Having this make a kuwa na 8 team for the last 3 to 4 seasons, there's something we've created, and what we've created is now growing. It has started showing some good improvement. So I hope for a top 3 finish. If not number 1, if not number 2, number 3 will be okay.
Thank you so much. What about you? Parting shot.
Thank you very much once again for this session. I'm looking forward to this season. Again, I say that it's going to be unique. Can you imagine putting Premier League to a halt and then turning to the screens in Qatar World Cup? I think it will be amazing, but I know when Premier League will restart again, we'll be having some kinds of injuries from World Cup, but we are hoping it will be a unique one. The level of competitiveness will be higher up because we've been competing with leagues, clubs from other leagues who have been implementing 5 substitutes rule, and I think our level of competition will be higher up. I'm looking forward to a very successful season as a Chelsea fan. Thank you once again.
Thank you guys. It was an honor. It's always a privilege hosting you guys on the show. And remember, once again, the gates are always open. So whenever you are around, feel free. You will always be invited on the Gatekeepers TV. So guys, it was nice having you around. Thank you for giving us your ear, your attention. So keep it the Gatekeepers TV, where we learn, we interact, and we do a lot of amazing stuffs regarding sports. So until next time, by next time I mean Friday, when Arsenal will be having their first match of the Premier League with Crystal Palace. So we shall meet and we shall be telling you our thoughts regarding that game. So until next time guys, it was real. Thank you so much. And also to our videographer manze, shukran sana for the patience. Tumeshukuru sana. Thank you so much guys. Adios.